Cool
I
and
was just
broken.
talking to that boy Matt
Big
yesterday.
vibes, really chilling. For real.
He hasn't
Word.
he
Okay, bet.
hasn't read the chapter
Working now.
yet,
Here we go. Now we're
but
cooking with grease.
he's excited to get in the mix of it. 'Cause I think he said he's gonna join
Yes,
us the
sir.
next time we talk.
All right, bet.
There's shit going down in One Piece.
What's the word though?
Shit, I was just talking to that boy Matt yesterday.
I did not.
He
I just
hasn't.
actually read the chapter yesterday.
He hasn't read the chapter yet.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
He's
Yeah,
excited
I've
to
seen still
get in the mix
shots and
of it.
like just
I think he said he's gonna
people
join us the
talking
next
about
time we talk.
the flashback.
There's shit going down in One Piece.
But no, I haven't seen the
Word,
actual
word.
scene yet. But I'm glad I'm seeing what I'm seeing because it's letting me know like
Did you
how
get to check out the new
important
episode?
shit
I
is getting in the show.
did not.
They get into the
I just
I
actually
didn't watch it yet.
yesterday.
I seen a bunch of clips. Word too. I seen a bunch of clips,
love
but I
that.
need to watch it yet.
Yeah, I've seen
love
still
that.
shots and like just
Let me see.
people
I
talking
actually could
about
probably pull
the
up the
flashback.
vids
Um,
on my laptop.
I haven't seen the actual scene yet, but I'm glad I'm seeing what
American
I'm seeing
vids.
because it's letting me know like how important shit is getting in the show. Like they get into the nitty gritty.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Yeah, definitely is. Yo,
I love that.
and like God, like say,
Blue, if you join up with
I love that.
One Piece podcast,
I actually could probably
Straw
pull
Hat.
up the vids
Straw Hat podcast,
on my laptop.
probably
I haven't read the vids.
got his aura back.
Yeah, I heard that too. So what was it?
Yes,
People
sir.
didn't like the way he was
Here
his
we go.
face was drawn at first or something? Or
Blue, if you joining up with the One Piece podcast, I mean not podcast,
Straw Hat.
the Straw Hat podcast, then you probably we probably end up doing that tomorrow. Heard Garden got his aura back.
Yeah, I heard that too. So what was it? People didn't like the way his face was drawn at first or something? Or
gotcha.
No, he just looked
Tight.
he just looked
Tight.
aura like. He
This is
really
not
did
the
it.
vids I'm looking for. What is this?
Wasn't hit.
Mm.
His outfit, to me personally, I really feel like it doesn't hit his outfit. That's what I think. Like the color scheme that his god, his Holy Knight fit. It ain't doing
What's
much.
good, Zah?
for
What's
me,
good, my guy?
Tight. This is not the vids I'm looking for.
Yeah, because I
What
don't know
is
why you
this?
would crawl under there.
One Piece. Okay.
Come on.
One Piece.
Yeah, you alright.
This is.
You alright. You alright.
He keeps asking me to. Honestly, I might just go to the
What's good, Zah?
TBS,
What's good, my guy?
TBC.
Oh, it's crazy. I just sent him this video.
that, all of that. 'Cause I don't know what vid's on right now.
Yeah, because I don't know why you would crawl under there.
Each one.
Come on.
Oh, here you go. Okay, good.
Yeah, you alright. You alright.
Honestly, I might just go to the TBS. See.
TCB.
What's good, Abdul?
that. All of that. I don't know what vid's on right now.
Flashback has started. I feel like they did the cool stuff right in the last episode as far as getting.
Oh, here we go. Okay, bet.
That was good.
Me too. I prefer the manga chapter over the new God Valley episode. And I haven't even seen it. I just seen certain clips. The way they animated it, I could tell they've already left out something. Our off rip on manga.
What's good, Abdul?
Okay.
This whole
hair coloring all along.
for Egghead, not for Egghead, for the since this flashback has started, I feel like they did the Kuma stuff right in the last episode as far as him getting his dad getting shot. That was good. Besides that,
I'm tired of the God
didn't have
Valley.
any war. He got
I
it
want
back in
other
this episode.
wars explored.
But he didn't
What
have
other
it.
wars?
Sad days.
Okay.
No, and then they just did somebody's hair color.
Yeah, and you're gonna like it.
Behind
You're being
Umbrella.
ungrateful.
She in the manga she has black hair, in the anime they just gave her blonde
Like
hair.
this is stuff we've been begging to see for like 700 episodes, and he over here
I'm tired
complaining.
of the God Valley. I want other.
This is stuff.
wars
This is
explored.
stuff.
What
They've
other
been
wars?
into that for
Sad days, because we gonna get more God Valley.
Yeah,
You know that
you're gonna
now.
like it.
Yeah,
You're gonna
Crazy,
get more God
man.
Valley. Elbaf is already showing us
It's
that we're
getting
gonna get
old.
more God Valley sooner or later.
This is stuff we've been
it's
begging to
getting old
see
because we keep
for
getting
like
blue
700 episodes, and he over here complaining.
I mean, shoot.
Yeah, this is odd.
Yeah.
This is stuff. They've been doing that for forever.
Like I've been wanting these episodes to come out forever.
What's good,
Now that they're
Swizzy?
coming out, I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
I just want them to do it right.
Crazy,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Crazy.
Yeah, it's typical Zayed. You know?
Facts.
See, it's getting old because we keep getting blue ball.
I mean, shoot, it's the
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah.
blame Oda. Then just that'll just have to be. That's just your plight with Oda.
Facts.
That's how plot go though,
Because
bro. That's what's gonna
Swizzy,
happen.
I
Especially if you
mean,
start the episode. If you start One Piece is a story that started before the story actually begins. The
facts,
story begins at the beginning of Final Saga.
facts.
Everything before then is it's pre-game, bro. Like everything is prelude, all that shit, prologue shit, man. Well, not prologue, prelogue shit, whatever the case is, maybe. But if we didn't have to do that, then we wouldn't have to go there.
Right.
That's why in the live action they're doing a God Valley play at Logtown, so they can get us close. Like, they're gonna cut mad stuff short to get us
Yeah,
where we
and I
need to
was
go to
I
in the
was I
live
was
action
looking
if it
forward to
lasts
it as
that
well.
long. People might
I
not
didn't
like
plan on
it,
anybody
whatever the
complaining
case may
about
be.
it.
I'll wait to see what
But
they like when they do it.
you know,
But
Za,
we all knew we were
what's
getting more
goody,
God Valley
Swizzy?
flashback when we saw Kaido's flashback of God Valley, and they didn't really talk about shit.
Right.
Let's see.
Then we get to
Over
Egghead, we
here.
got more God Valley, but they didn't actually show us the fight. So we know we're gonna get more God Valley. That's just how.
Yeah, and I was
What's good,
I was
Swizz?
looking forward to it as well. I didn't plan on anybody complaining about it, but you know, Za, what's good, Swizzy?
If his hair was red, the fit would have clapped. Simple.
Let me see. I'm over here.
I'm not too mad at that, Blue. I would just say, like I said, if you're gonna go with blonde hair for Garland and you're gonna stick to the blonde hair, you should color scheme his outfit. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Roger got to fight Shiki 1v1. That didn't happen. They never gave
Like, if
details about that.
if his hair was red, the
You say
fit would
that's your
have
head canon, that's
simple.
opens are at happened. That's not what we know happened. You just know that the Ed War.
You know what's crazy? Y'all want to see the y'all want to see the Shiki versus Roger war, but nothing actually happened in them. They didn't get nowhere in that war. As soon as it started, a storm came and flooded it out, bro. Like, it's not like Roger got to fight Shiki 1v1. That didn't happen. They never gave no details about that. You could say that's your headcanon. That's what you're hoping for happen. That's not what we know happened. You just know that the Ed War, Shiki and his big ass dude pulled up on Roger. Then eventually, a storm came, and when that storm came, it was actually sooner than later within the whole thing. So you're not really getting nothing with the Ed War. What are you expecting to see from the Ed War that we haven't gotten already?
A luck of Gold Roger. That's all I want to see. I'm tired. I've seen
We
enough.
got that though.
I'm
We got to look at Gold Roger. We like there's no he didn't.
It
We
deserves
didn't hear
to
him
be hyped.
fighting nobody to really be like, oh shit, Ed War, he was kicking ass. Let me see what they act like. We didn't get none of that. So
Then
What we
I,
gonna
then
do, Za?
I wouldn't pry on
and
it.
then I want to see Garp and who Garp and fucking. I always forget Sengoku versus Shiki. I'm just tired of God Valley, bro. They hype God Valley up way a little bit too much for me. And I'm always just
It
like,
deserves to be
It
hyped.
deserves to be hyped.
man,
It's literally the four big. You got four top
you
factions going at it
not
all on
even
one island.
seeing none of
We
that
need to see
shit.
it.
You not seeing none of that
Yeah,
shit.
because we have more story to go down. We ain't seen none of
Like
Edward
that.
either. Man.
I
It's the
haven't
difference.
seen anything.
All right.
Anything. At least they're giving you something of God War. You know what I'm trying to say? You get a little bit of God Valley. I'm like, give me a little bit of Edward. That's all I'm asking. Something
I
else.
don't think enough happened at Ed War for us to be wanting to see so much. That's what I thought. You feel me? Like, Ed War wasn't Sakazuki versus Kuzan. Like, I need that. That's God Valley. Like, that's God Valley.
Even give
I want
me
to see
that.
Roger. I want to see Roger and Bart go
Okay,
at
I'm in
it.
agreement,
You
Give
know
me
sir.
what I'm
some of the
saying? Go
payback
at it
war.
with what's it called? Go
But
at it
we
with the
saving that for
rocks.
a certain
That I
time
want to see.
though.
I personally just want to see rocks, bro.
That it's
That's
calculated
really
when they
what I
give us
want
that
God
Kuzan
Valley so
shit.
much.
They're not
Give me
going to
more
just
rocks.
randomly give us that.
Give me Kuzan versus Sakazuki. That 10-day war.
Mm,
Give me
Okay,
something.
I'm in agreement, sir.
I'm okay with that. Like, yo, I
yeah,
get what God Valley is,
before
But
and
but
we
y'all
after.
saving
harping
that
on
for
this too
a
much.
certain time though.
I'm good. I'm good.
That it's
It's more iconic.
calculated when they give us that Kuzan shit. They're not about to just randomly
Give
give
me
us that.
Give me some of the payback war. Give me some of the Whitebeard Pirates versus Blackbeard. I want to see how that plays. Give me something.
Mm,
Like, damn, y'all focus on God Valley too much.
I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I don't
Mm,
need to see that because I know what happened. End result, I
yeah,
know what happened.
before and
We know
after.
I got
the end results of God Valley. I'm okay.
yeah, but
It's
not
more iconic.
necessarily because we know the world government covers up a lot of shit, and they could have literally did that in God Valley. Like, but that's why we. How
true.
does how does how does Moria end up with rocks, pirates, like corpses, like that? These are
Mm,
questions that God Valley has struck. You get me? We don't get none of that with the other shit we're talking about here. We don't need none of that for all that other shit. Like we know what Blackbeard did to Whitebeard's territory and to the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates. They're not around, you know. We kind of know what's going on. You
True.
feel me? So I'm saying, like, as far as it goes for God Valley, there's still, I could bring up literally 5 different topics right now, like literally on the spot right now. I could bring up 5 different topics if I really sat down and think about, yo, why we need answers to this. Why do we that? You know what I'm saying? There's like, things we still need to know. Kaido pulled up at God Valley talking about, he said Roger. He said something about Roger, dot, dot,
That's
dot.
facts.
What was he trying to say about Roger? I've always wanted to know that. Was he trying to say Roger's the only person he don't think he could have beaten at the time? Like, what is Kaido trying to say? What is apprentice rookie Kaido trying to tell us at that? Not rookie, but apprentice Kaido trying to tell us at this time? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a thing. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that God Valley we did not get nothing.
That's
Like
facts.
What's good,
who
Jane?
betrayed Rocks? We still don't know. We still don't know that. Like, how did he? Did Whitebeard get his devil fruit, or even Marco's devil fruit on God Valley? Like, we really do not know. Did Garland use put Shanks up for put him up for
Yes.
auction? I think he did. But you know, like, these are questions we really
What's
need to
good,
know
Jane?
right now.
Yeah.
I guess, but I'm okay with it. I'm all right. If you,
Yeah. Foreshadowing to the next
I'm
war.
saying, if you moved on and gave me other wars and they don't want to come back to that, cool. But let's not stick on God Valley too long. Especially if you're not going to show us everything. Move on to something else.
I mean, to
Mm.
be technical, they're doing that while in the middle of Egghead. So a
Sounds
war is
like
actually
Hazar.
going on right now,
Yeah.
and then they give us a flashback of a war that we were already talking about. They did the same thing with Wano. It was in the middle of a war for
The
Wano that
next
we
war.
got God Valley flashback. So they're giving us God Valley while giving us new content as well. It's not like what you're asking for, they're already doing. You just probably don't like it, I guess. But they're already doing it. That's not your fault. They're doing it.
Sounds like Hazar.
It's
Whatever.
regular
So
Zod
you call
vibes.
what?
That's why I said don't even trip on it. It's just
Whatever.
Zod being Zod.
It's not hate.
True.
It's not hate. It's
I'm
just,
not
I
saying it's
know
hate.
this.
I said typical Zod vibes. If you want to say, it's not even a word for it no more. It's just Zod. I don't even say hate. It's
Okay.
just Zod.
Mm.
But so what's going on right now? How did y'all feel about the chapter?
I called this.
So you
I,
call
Okay.
what?
I called.
I'm trying. You know. No, go ahead,
I
Zod. Go ahead.
called the Emu being in charge of the Gunko shit. I called that shit months
Seem
ago. I
like
was like, yo,
Okay.
she gonna be, but I like the Brook hype. I like the Brook hype. Brook knowing Gunko back in the day. I don't know if she a
what's good,
father. I
Goofy?
don't know if that's a father. I don't know, whatever that is. Observation on 1,000 right now. I'm so happy. I can't wait. I can't wait. Observation on 1,000.
Yeah, I called it too, but I think to be fair, most of the fans. This is a fan theory. Most of the fans thought this when they saw the eye that she had, and then they saw the arrow, and it was the
What's
same arrow that was in
good, Goofy?
it looked like the same arrow that
I like that too.
hit Sabo. A
Uh-huh.
lot of the fans already
He
thought
on different timing.
the
He
Japanese
on like
trainers that are watching
urgency
already said this
timing.
was gonna happen too, anyways. I think he just dropped a video today about what's about to happen next. So I'm about to get on that as soon as I'm pretty much done with all this. I'm about to figure out what he's talking about, because he's already on to a few things that I've been asking questions about from this chapter. I like Chopper this chapter.
I like that too.
I like Chopper
Question:
this
At
chapter.
this moment
I
in
like
time,
Chopper.
like at this
He
point,
on
at this
Chopper
point of the
different
show,
timing.
does
He's
I
on
like
Chopper
urgency timing.
Gaban have more ore than Rayleigh?
All right. I want to see what he
I
does.
wanted Jinbei to be more on the vibes that Chopper is on right now. Like, Jinbei should still be asking questions. How did he do this? What did he do to do that? You know what I'm saying? That should still be the vibe.
Question: At this moment in time, like at this point of the show, does Scoffer Gaban have more ore than Rayleigh?
No, I think it's still about even. I do like Scopper taking the
Oh yeah, they are still
bullet
down
because
there.
he's like, yo, I'm taking my son.
Mhm.
That's actual dad moments, not what
Mm,
all these other
Mhm.
dads be doing. Like, he
mm.
actually was like,
Who
yo,
says
drop
this
him.
is
He's like,
Usopp
yo,
Park?
but
Right.
I
I
like the fact that he's gonna be
don't
dropped
know
and
anymore.
finally
Maybe.
wake up the monster trio and Loki. That's the only thing I'm happy about, because they've been down there a long time. Luffy
Oh,
has lost
still down there.
focus. Yeah, they're still down there. Remember, they're still feeding Loki.
Mm. Mm. Who says this is Usopp's part?
Let's
I don't know anymore. Maybe.
It can still be his
Like
arc,
I
you
said,
know.
I'm standing on what I said at the beginning of this arc. This is an arc for all the Straw Hats. Everyone will get a little bit of
Facts.
character development, a little bit of character moments, all that.
Facts.
It's gonna happen. So that's what I personally think.
Yeah, it's never been this
Yeah,
So
urgent
come on.
before.
we started with
Because
we
when's
actually
the last
started with
time?
Usopp, and then
Mm-hmm.
we moved to Brook, and then we're gonna keep moving down the line. That's what. Then now we're getting to Chopper. Like we never got Chopper.
Yeah,
Like I gotta find out what we've never seen Chopper like that a day in his life. Chopper ain't
Facts.
never cared about what hurt him.
Facts.
Exactly, never. The most he's done is like maybe for some poison. You feel
Yeah,
me?
it's
This
never
nigga
been this urgent before.
never.
'Cause
Like bro,
last
it's like look. Let's say the ability is Conquer's coding. Chopper, why did you go down there? You don't have it.
facts,
Oh,
So what are you just gonna tell Luffy? Make sure you're
facts.
coding,
yeah,
bro. Like if that's what you're gonna do, then dope. I fuck with it. But Chopper, yeah, I'm not. That's why I said this. If Chopper's doing all this, I do think the power is going to be more. Bless you. I do think the
For
power is
sure,
going to be more
for sure.
universal. That's why I said power of love, because why would Chopper be the one to
Mm.
figure this out when he
I ain't
don't
gonna
even
lie.
got the
What did it for
coding? You
me
get what I'm
was
saying?
or
literally just
understand
thinking
it, and you
about
got
when
it.
was the last time Chopper
Exactly.
did
Like when
his
they had
reindeer
left him at
transformation,
Jinbei, when
like
Jinbei was
full on
asking
real
questions
reindeer.
about it, and then after he did all this damage, if Jinbei would have said this, then I'd have been like,
And
yeah, maybe it's
the
just
the
Conquer's
the
coding. But
last time I seen
for
him do that
Chopper to
was
be
sure,
the one to
forever
do
ago. So
this
when
for
he just
sure.
and
popped
say
into
all
that,
this,
just straight
I'm
off
like,
rip, I'm like, oh
nah, I
yeah, this
think
must
this
be
might be some
serious. This
power
is
love shit. It might be
this
that.
is
No
important.
cap.
Whatever
Nah,
Nah,
what
Chopper
did it
sees
for
right
me
now,
plus,
was literally just
we're
thinking,
gonna need this
when was the
information
last time Chopper used
crucially
his
in the
reindeer
next
transformation? Like full on real
few
reindeer.
chapters.
we forgot about it because it
So
doesn't sell merch.
I love seeing that.
Uh,
I love you when
Only way
Chopper's
to
on
the
look
that
at
type
it.
of timing.
the last time I
Zai
seen him do that was
keeps telling
forever
me,
ago. So when he just popped into that, just straight off rip, I'm like,
nah,
oh yeah, this
for
must be
sure.
serious.
Zai keeps telling me how he's
This
not
is
a kid
important.
anymore. I think Chopper did a
Whatever
great job
Chopper
of
sees right now,
showing that
we're
was
gonna need
expertise
this
and what he can bring
information
to the team by not being a
crucially in
kid
the
in this
next
arc, this chapter here.
few
Wouldn't you agree,
chapters.
Zai? That he was on some
So
dope timing?
I love seeing that. I love it when Chopper's on that type of timing.
I
Zach,
loved it too. I was really impressed. I was shocked. I was like,
nah,
okay, Chopper.
for sure. Zach keeps telling me how he's not a kid anymore. I think Chopper did a great job of showing that was expertise and what he can bring to the team by not being a kid in this arc, this chapter here. Wouldn't you agree, Zach? That he was on some adult timing?
Yeah. Anyway, I really, Colin was my guy until he did that shit to his dad. His dad was like, "Yo, don't say my." That's why you gotta let the kids go, bro. And they don't get your ass in trouble. He's like, "Yo, don't speak up for me, dad." I was like, "Shoot him, just shoot him, please. Take him out." You know what? And Colin's been my guy.
That's Stopper's fault. That's Stopper's fault. You're a father. You should be training your son what can happen in
Yeah, yeah, I
situations.
agree. I agree. I agree.
That's his fault. I've seen too many movies of fathers preparing their sons for if shit go wrong with me. This is what you're supposed to do. He ain't do that. He ain't even
Word.
do
And then you got Gunko because she heard that immediately.
It's fair. Pretty fair.
He couldn't say
Yeah,
it
he didn't
out
say it out
loud.
loud.
He couldn't say
He
it
didn't
out
say it
loud,
out
Blue.
loud,
Yeah.
Blue. But Blue, this is the thing. Like I said, he's a kid too. So I agree that he's a kid. He should have a moment like that. But if I'm Stopper Gabon and I live on the same island as my son, I should be teaching him a little more. That's
And
all.
drop, yeah. Drop that little nigga. That's what
Fair.
I was at.
I still fuck with Colin heavy. So I'm not
I
holding
don't.
that against him. I'm not holding that against
He's
Gabon either.
he's still like here to the other kids. Like I still have him here. Like if they were like, yo, kill who the order of kids you want to kill, I'd be like, yo, kill the other kids first, save Colin for last because he does have that. But like,
That's
nah, he
facts.
kind of lost points with me, but not too much. Like
He
he's a
coaches
kid.
now.
He's a kid. Fuck them other
I
kids.
hope
Them other
she's
kids can
not.
go. And that
I
other
said I hope
that
she's not.
giant that's just sitting there crying. I'm like, yo, can we just show that she's evil already? Let's
I
just
don't want her to be.
keep it moving because she's just watching and not doing anything.
She can't do nothing though. She can't do nothing. I want her to be a op. I do, but she can't
She's
do
not.
nothing.
Tight.
She's
I
not.
need another content.
I
She's
hope she.
not.
Huh?
I said I hope she's not.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I don't want her to.
Will be his
I'm
double
mad
of
at
his
that.
age.
I
Colin, he
prefer her
also
to be
sucks.
because it would equate
Type
to
shit. Type shit.
the things that we be getting,
Um,
where it's like one person
what did y'all think
betrays
about
this
Type.
person,
the
the next
fighting
person betrays
style
that person. So
Gabon
if it
used?
suits up, she's the person most likely I would think. But if it doesn't happen, it's cool. I was telling Ree about that last maybe 2 weeks ago. Like, if it doesn't happen, it's cool. Ain't nothing I'm banking on. But I would. It seems like it's happening. But I don't know.
For
We need to
sure.
see, right?
Type shit, type shit. Y'all think about the fighting style combined?
Oh, it was lit. I love seeing him with the axes and stuff. I wonder if that's symbolism for anything, because Rayleigh taught Luffy something,
I
and
was
then Rayleigh was
assuming
a
the moment
swordsman, more or less, right?
For sure.
personally,
Then you
but I
got
mean, you
Scopper
never know
Kaban.
with
He's
Oda. It
using
can
an
switch
axe,
up
and we could
tomorrow and
actually
be a
see
completely
Luffy
different
using
show.
an axe in Elbaf. So I
So
wonder if that's anything for
it's
the future, right?
possible.
Any type of, or is that just,
It's
like,
possible.
just have
It
Luffy
might
use
even
this for
just
the
be like
moment,
on
the
another
same way he
gag
had him
shit,
use the
like he did
sword
with
in
the sword when he was
Type.
punching people just while holding
I
the
was
sword.
assuming the moment
I can see another gag, but if I
personally,
do see another
but
gag,
I mean,
I feel like that's gonna
you
let me
never
know how
know with Oda.
important
It can switch up
the axe
tomorrow
is
and be a
now.
completely different show.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's possible. It's
That's pretty cool.
possible. It might
Yeah,
even
that's pretty cool.
just be like on another gag shit, like he did with the sword. Where he was punching
Yeah, I
people
can't wait
just
for
while
him to pull
holding
up.
the sword.
I also loved
I can see another
Robin
gag,
in these
but
last
if I
two
do see
chapters.
another
Honestly,
gag, I
Robin
feel
was
like that's
getting
gonna let me
down,
know how important the axe is now.
and
Yeah, because he went
like
into
Robin was
Gear
getting
5,
down.
he had the axe in his hand. To me, that's like, all right,
Mm,
shit.
Fact. So like, boom,
yeah,
what
that's
you
That's
pretty
was
cool.
looking
borderline best
for,
we gonna get right
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty cool.
which
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to pull up. I also loved Robin in these
facts.
last two
I feel
chapters.
like what you
Honestly,
was looking for
Robin
You
from
was
know what
Jinbei in
happened?
that
You
chopper
know what
moment,
happened,
I
Colt?
feel like he displayed
You know what
right
happened
there
for
in that Robin.
Robin to get like
anyway.
this?
Robin
Just
was
being that father
Jinbei,
of the group. Hey,
Jinbei
I
saved
don't do
her
that.
ass.
in fact.
Because
So
she was
like,
You
about to do
finish
some
that
He
guy's
crazy
was about
food
to
shit.
before you
go
even
in and
fight.
try to do some stupid shit.
what
Jinbei had to tell her. Jinbei had to tell her what
Calm
every
down.
One Piece fan been thinking since they seen this nigga with thorns. Bad matchup for Robin.
fact.
Don't do
Yep.
that.
Facts. Even
So
Robin
like,
fighting.
what I
Yep.
was looking
Yep.
for from Jinbei in
Yeah,
that chopper moment, I feel like he displayed
grinding
greatly
around
right
rage
there
and
in that
type
Robin
shit.
moment.
See,
Um,
Like being that father of the
Jim
group. Hey, relax. No, don't do
Jimbei,
that shit.
exactly.
Let me
That's
Jimbei
what
handle
I
need to
this.
be
win.
trying.
You gotta
I
divide the
feel like
spice,
I be
bro.
trying to tell the
not to say
people.
she
I'm
wouldn't
like,
listen to
yo,
other people,
Jinbei
but I
really is
think
the
Jimbei
captain
being
right
like the
now. Like,
first to
yeah,
say it
everyone's like,
put
he
things in
wants to do
perspective. Like,
something.
oh, okay, yeah, he's right.
He's
I'm tripping.
protecting the
Let me
crew
not just
still at the same
attack.
time.
And
Like,
while
that's
they're
what he's
fighting.
doing.
Thinking about things
Yeah,
because
because Robin was blinded
yeah,
by
for
rage
sure,
and other
for
shit.
sure.
Um,
Yeah.
He blinded by rage for fucking salt. Let that
Jinbei,
nigga die.
Jinbei the only one.
Yeah,
I feel like not to say she wouldn't listen
that
to
would have
other
been a very
people,
poor
but I
decision.
think Jinbei being like the first to say it put things
Let's
in
see.
perspective.
So,
Like,
do
oh,
you
okay,
guys
yeah, he's
think
right. I'm
Emu
tripping.
will try
Let
to
me not
take over
just
Elbath
attack
and either
without
waste more time,
thinking about things
or is he
first.
Attack
going to take the
mindlessly,
guy
Yeah,
knights
yeah, you
back
know.
yeah,
to
for
Marion
sure, for
Because then
sure.
with those
you
kids?
cause more trouble, and then
I feel like it's
you
a
don't
snatch
know
and
what
grab.
could
I feel like we
happen.
taking the kids and we dipping.
Because now you put Nami and Usopp in
So
the
we got more
danger.
That
important
would
things
have
to
been
do. Fuck
a very
Elbath.
poor
We just put
decision.
the
Hmm.
library on fire.
Let's see. So, do you guys think Emu will try to take over Elbath and even waste more time, or is he going to take the
Type.
God Knights back to Mary with those kids? Um, I feel like it's a snatch and grab. I feel like we taking the kids and we dipping. So we got more important things to do. Fuck
Makes
I
Elbath.
sense.
We just put the library on fire.
I feel that especially now that
Yeah.
he's seen through her
Yeah.
eyes the
Nah,
relationship
I
she
think
has
that
with
makes
Brooke,
sense.
and he doesn't want
I
her to
don't
be
really see a
around her too
reason
much
to stay
longer.
around.
He's like, yo, you have a personal relationship,
Mm,
let's get the fuck out of here. We can deal
yeah,
with all this
true,
shit
true.
later.
Yeah,
And
we got
he
shit to
doesn't
do.
want
We gotta
Luffy
go.
and all them coming
We
up.
got
So it's gonna be like, yo,
uh,
let's get what we gotta get. Let's get the fuck out.
Makes sense.
Respect.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that also. I think that makes sense. I don't really see a reason to stay around.
Not if the Holy Land is burning for real.
Mm-hmm.
True, true. Yeah, we got shit to do. We gotta go.
Zod, that nigga might not be looking east no more. You heard?
Mm.
Like,
Who?
just saying, I'm just putting it in the air. Like, that nigga might not be looking east no more. You heard? That's all I'm saying, gang. That nigga might not. So everybody watching that's been hating. This isn't. I'm not even claiming this is his move. I don't even know. He might not be
that's
looking
facts.
east no more. That's all I'm saying. Niggas still trying to front on a real east side nigga. He might not be
Will the
looking east no
Revolutionary
more.
yo,
Army get
yo,
there
I'm
once the
telling
Straw
you,
Hats leave?
he's probably making the order. He's like, yo, we gonna do this. This nigga
That's
turned
fine.
beast again.
Listen, if Sabo is the one burning this shit down, and it's Dragon that ordered it, as long as it's Dragon's
Okay.
order, we good.
Okay.
That's mad. But
We good. You feel me? But I like this. I like this.
will the Revolutionary Army get there once the Straw Hats
They're
leave?
not going there. They're not going there.
I don't know. I don't know if the Revs gonna be in. I'm actually 50-50 on the Revs being. I don't know if they're gonna divide forces. I don't know if the Revs are gonna go
True.
Holy Land and not Elbaf. I know they're gonna do Holy Land for sure, but
Yeah.
I want to think that the Revs are going to Elbaf as well. Like, that might be happening. I don't know. I'm waiting for post Elbaf. Like we're still on the island, but we're leaving. But the arc is over. Like, I'm waiting to see if that's gonna happen.
It depends on how the Holy Land thing goes, because if it doesn't go well, I don't see
Not
them
mad at that.
spreading their forces then to
Not
go
mad
to
at
another
that.
place where it could be a possible battle. Like I just feel like, depending on how this battle goes with Holy Land, I think they stay. I think they stay put, or they go. They regroup somewhere else, and then that nigga turns east
Yeah.
again,
Save these men to fight another day.
and then scouts.
No, I'm mad at that. I'm mad at that.
Because Dragon doesn't seem like to be the person to be overly spread with his forces. Like if he doesn't attack, it's always like we're doing this, we're doing this. We're not gonna be all over it. Yeah.
I'm 50-50 with you, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because Dragon has done that before, where his forces are overly spread out. Remember, he has West Blue. He had a commander. He has a captain of the West Blue, captain of the East Blue, captain of the North Blue, captain of the South Blue. Then Ivankov is just the Grand Line captain, period. And then Sabo is basically the guy that operates. I don't know if he's so all his top commanders already have their own designations. Because remember, he said assemble all the commanders of the revolution because they're spread out type shit. So it's kind of like that. Like I definitely see them. He's already brought them in. Well, he dispersed them and say, okay, team A, you're going to Holy Land, and then Sabo, you need team B to Elbaf. Like, I don't know if he's going to set his forces up like that.
And I don't want him sending Sabo there.
Okay. If he's going to the Holy Land, I would like if he has. I think he needs, if he sends somebody to Elbaf, it needs to be like not the main force. The main force needs, I want Sabo, Karsu, motherfucking, if not Karsu, leave Karsu out. But I want Sabo. I would like if we send Ivankov to Elbaf.
Okay.
You could send Ivankov with, to Elbaf with like, Bello Betty. Possibly like a car suit, the three of them, and then everybody else would drag. Everybody on drag.
Especially if Shamrock's gonna be there.
I told everybody, I was like, yo, if this move is really dragging, this is setting up Shamrock. Like I said, because I told y'all.
True.
Technically, he would be the guy to, you know what I mean? But I also want to see Shamrock's going to get that promotion to being the supreme commander of the God Knights. Or is that something that's going to stay with his dad? And his dad's going to have that on his title as well. Supreme Commander of the Holy Knights, one of the 5 elders, science and defense, as well as being head of the Fagarland family. So that'll be another one of that epithet titles type shit.
Blue makes a great point. I agree. He said, imagine Emu Nukes, Mary Jo. I agree, because ever since that man been twerking, since he had the Wi-Fi hockey, he's even lost even more crazy. He's willing to take shit out. Like he don't want nothing there. I can see him.
Like you said,
living, though,
you and a lot of other people were right with this emu taking over control.
Remember, she's immortal. She's immortal, so they're all immortal. So he doesn't care about that. He's just gonna be like, "Yo, you can regenerate somewhere else." I can see emu like losing it, especially if Elbaf goes south. I can see that happening.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Like you said, you and a lot of other people were right with this emu taking over control of her body.
No one thought it was gonna happen this soon, but I give you that. It's a fan theory. Everybody predicted it, but no one thought it was gonna. No one thought we were getting Emu and Elbaf before a Blackbeard or Sakazuki. Like people would have. I guarantee people would have said those names first before they would have said it.
Right. She doesn't go through.
But it does eliminate the Jimmy body being
So what y'all?
like
Oh, you
zombified and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, it takes
yeah.
away
This
that
might,
one.
interesting?
Yeah.
Okay, I was
this
thinking
might
she
not
knew
be.
Brooke
hmm
like on some
hmm
Soul King shit from his music.
Yeah.
Mm.
It looked like Brooke was probably.
Mm.
This is something
Because
I
she
said
knows
before.
Brooke.
Brooke was the
Yes.
head of the
Right.
convoy
Yeah.
She doesn't know
for his
Brooke.
for his
So what?
nation.
She knows Brooke
He was
from.
probably the
It's
one
not that she
escorting
knows
the
Brooke.
king and
She
queen to
knows
the
Brooke
river
from when
back
Brooke was
then.
alive.
So what
This
y'all?
is happening.
Oh,
That's
you
He was
years
probably
and years
escorting
and
the king
years
to the
ago.
river. So
interesting.
it's not, you know what I'm
Interesting.
saying?
Okay, I was
It's
thinking
not
she knew
crazy to
Brooke like
think
on
that.
some Soul
That's
King
why I
shit
said
from his music.
the Japanese
It
translators
looked like Brooke
literized
was probably. This is
Gunko
something I said
as
before.
also
Brooke was the head of the convoy
Yeah.
the person talking the
Oh
Loki in
wow.
the
for his
desert.
nation. He was probably the one escorting
Mm.
the king and queens to the reverie back then when it was going down.
So the
If it was
first one to
happening,
talk
he was probably
on
escorting them.
what?
She could have been a princess. It's not, you know what I'm saying? That is, it's not crazy to think that.
Underworld.
That's why I said
Oh yeah,
the
yeah. That's
Japanese
that's
the
the
Japanese
underworld.
translators
Okay.
was also
Oh.
theorizing that Gunko is
Mm.
also Masenko,
Okay, gotcha.
Masenko, whatever.
Listen.
The
I
person
love
talking to
Luffy,
Well,
Loki
but
on the Den Mushi.
this obsession he has with Shanks is
Mm.
borderline
Talk about it.
annoying.
Oh shit.
To the
Because
first
it's like
one to
he's
talk
not leaving until he
on what?
finds out what Shanks is. I'm like, bro, you haven't cared what Shanks is at all for most of
uh,
the
Underworld.
Yeah, bro,
series.
you a
oh yeah,
Loki.
Yonko
yeah.
now.
That's the underworld. They're in the demon
Okay.
realm.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm.
Hey,
Okay.
listen, I listen. I love Luffy, but this obsession he has with Shanks is
That's why.
borderline annoying
Oh shit.
because it's like he's not leaving until he finds out what Shanks is. I'm like, bro, you haven't cared what Shanks is at all for most of the series.
Oh, you a
Now it's like,
Yonko now.
yo, yeah, come on, bro, lock in.
No.
Hey Mo.
No. It's different. Remember, becoming a you missed Cope's point. Coach is actually working against your point rather than
Sure,
with it.
here I come.
Coach is trying to tell you he wasn't supposed to meet up with Shanks or be concerned about Shanks until he was a Yonko. Because the Yonko mean translation for Yonko is Emperor of the Sea. Yes, but you only get the title. Only meet up with you again when I become a
No,
great
that's what
pirate.
Shanks said. Shanks told him that. Shanks like, I'll meet up and I'll get want this hat back when you become a great pirate, bro.
Yeah, but Luffy said it as
The
in like
Shanks,
I'm
the
when my
Shanks
crew is
validation
actually able
pilot.
to be on par or be better than yours. So yes, when I become a great pirate of equal, then yes, I will be. I'll come and seek you out and give back the hat. So yes, now he wants to see Shanks because he probably want to give Shanks the hat back. I don't know if he should, but he probably want to give Shanks the hat
That's
back.
what I'm trying to say. You Luffy without straw. So what you gonna become? The monkey D pirates? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Go focus on other shit right
The
now,
the,
man.
the Shanks validation
Yeah,
pirates.
I'm looking at that.
like, god damn, bro. What? Come on, man. Listen,
Yeah, Blue. It is. It is looking like it's getting built like that. But wait, did
li-
he mention something about it this chapter?
no, no. No. I don't think so. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yo, bro, like, dude, I love you, bro, right now, but how come Sanji hockey's not observation hockey not going off? They're in trouble. You should know that Robin and Nami are in trouble right now. And
Because you're
Sanji,
underestimating how big Elbath is. I'm
that I
telling you.
agree, I agree.
The underworld is probably three. It's probably three
Three
dress
times,
roses, bro.
yeah,
Like you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like by the time they get to, he can't sense shit happening that much, that far. He probably could. Maybe the older just got to show it. But for right now, I'm gonna say he ain't able to sense it like that.
I all right. I'm giving you that,
That's a
but
big
I'm
item.
like, damn, bro. Like, no one's like, hey, okay, Nami left. She hasn't been back. I'm just saying, like, yo. Oh God, it's this stupid Wi-Fi hockey shit, bro. If I have to hear about this Shanks Wi-Fi hockey shit, bro, I'm telling you, he needs to try that Wi-Fi hockey shit with someone, and they stop it, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, now we somewhere. Now we get to now we get into the real end of the arc. Because if he's still doing this Wi-Fi hockey shit and it's affecting everyone, I'm just like, Oda, you love this nigga too much, and we're not towards the end of One Piece, bro. No,
We Shanks Wi-Fi hockey taking out everyone, but the monster trio is not ready.
for that
Monster
fight.
not ready for that fight yet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
he
trying to
said that.
say, Blue. Come on. No one's hearing this shit in the underworld. No one's hearing like, yo,
Yeah, no one can hear the shit in the underworld. They don't go to the
that's
underworld.
true.
It's not like a vacation home type shit. They have Den Den Mushy set up around
Mm,
the island. So every Den Den Mushy that's set up, they've tapped into. Besides that,
I get it.
they don't look like they just sending Den Den Mushies to the underworld to like they're not doing that, guys. Come on, be logical.
I get it. I get it.
Bro, it's the underworld. They literally tell you stories about the underworld. Why people are not supposed to go there. You go to the underworld to the forest. Even Hadrudin says you'll get lost fucking around down here. You know what I'm saying? We got lost fucking around down here only because we got grit that we keep pushing until we get where we
Yeah.
gotta go. But the underworld ain't that place ain't sweet. Remember, they saw the Gorosei and say, "Yo, this look like we back on the island, bro. Back home, like
Mm-hmm.
back." They were talking about the realm of the dead. They were talking about that. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, man.
And that was
I get.
definitely here. He's beyond
Yeah.
observation.
And now, no, come on, come on. That's a different
Yeah,
level of
Nell would
observation.
definitely. He's probably at the top of the tree, like listening to everything right now. If he's, I don't know. Let me stop talking. But we get. I do think we're gonna end now in this post Elbath. We're getting some Nell.
Oh,
Nell.
listen, can we get some Anel? Like, listen, Anel to me is one of the characters I've been wanting to come back forever, and this seems like the arc for him to come back.
I mean, yeah, we got a lot of NL hype this arc. He popped up in the mural. They talking about fire and lightning is the weakness of the island. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is already a bunch of stuff with the hype of it all. Then we talking about we had like what the celestial realm or the astral realm of the fucking atom tree, and we know he's in space. So they've already given us 3 hints to some type of vibe with Anel eventually in the story. I say.
We still don't know what. Oh, listen, Don Flamingo's getting out, and I want to see Magellan in the new world.
We know what Doflamingo knows. He told us he knows the
But
emu shit.
yeah. I think that's pretty much what it is. No, but I'm saying I want to see Magellan in the new world. I want to see
No,
Magellan.
I was
Oh,
talking about Goofy to Goofy's comment. My fault. I should have addressed it. Responding to Goofy's comment. But yeah, I'm with you. I want to see what NL gonna bring to the. I mean, not NL. What Dolphy gonna bring to the table now that he with the vibes and shit.
oh man. Don Flamingo, I think he definitely joins up with Buggy's crew in them. I totally see that happening. And then now you got a third commander. I definitely can see that happening. Because it'd be Flamingo, Mihawk, and Crocodile. Oh,
Mori is joining as well.
yo, can we give Moria some goddamn respect, bro? That man has survived everything. Yo, this story
I
has
actually
wanted him
respect
dead.
Mori. I'm not really a fan of him, but I respect him at least. I don't trash him as much as he
No,
should, or as
no,
much
no.
as I like to. As much as I like to, I say.
This story has wanted him dead for years. For years. And
Yeah.
he survived. Come on, get more. Thank you. Yo, I'm telling you, Buggy's gonna recruit all warlords. And then oh, can we
Yeah,
give
that's what we saying. That's what we saying, Blue. Like, I'm still with the old theory. Everybody that was at Roger's execution, besides, um,
Dragon?
no, no, I'm talking about like all the warlords that were at Roger's execution. They're going to be with Crossgill. Yeah, I don't know where Weevil's gonna end up. I don't know where Law is gonna end up. But I do know those are also warlords and Boa. I don't know where she's
Boa,
gonna
I was
end
about
up.
to
But
say,
I
yeah,
know those are
Boa.
also warlords that are kind of like we could put they're wild cards right now. We could put them anywhere. But as far as Moria and Doflamingo, I'd either want to see Doflamingo be a holy knight or be a motherfucking what's it called what we were just talking about with Crossgill. But I'd actually like it more if he's with the Crossgill, but he's
Hmm.
playing angle,
Yeah.
with the Holy Land.
You know he's gonna do that. But yo, that will make Buggy a version of Rocks, a less but he's Rocks. He's in charge of all these people, but he's still the man. He's still the man on top. Yo, man, I fuck with Buggy heavy. I
I
fuck
saw a
with Buggy
crazy
heavy.
theory. I saw a crazy theory today. It was what if Buggy was the son of Rocks and
Rocks.
Gloriosa? What if he was the son of Rocks and Gloriosa? I was like, man, that was not bad.
It's not
I
bad.
don't know how plausible it is, but yeah, you
I don't.
can't
I don't think it's
create.
plausible. Yeah, I don't want to
No,
give Buggy.
I think it's plausible, especially with how Gloriosa was talking to Stussy. Stussy was on Gloriosa. Stussy was on Whitebeard, and she was talking as Gloriosa was talking as if like you're doing all this, and Whitebeard ain't even paying you no mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to be better than that. And she called it in anime. They changed the word. They call her pathetic. Gloriosa calls Stussy pathetic. So she's saying that because maybe she's playing it from the angle. I don't need to be all over under my man. My man run off and do whatever he got to do. I'll stay back here with the crew though. So it's like, oh, was she paralleling her relationship with Stussy
Super
and
funny.
Whitebeard's relationship to her and Roxy? Maybe you never know. But I thought it was dope enough to have a theory to be like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. Maybe you never know.
Yeah.
I, for me, I'm
Yeah, y'all
okay
can.
with it.
You can't see
I
me?
just like Buggy being that weird,
Oh, I thought y'all
kind of
been seen me.
overlooked person,
Oh,
but
damn.
ends up being in charge
Hold
of
on.
people. No background
Oh,
history,
damn.
because Shanks got
Super
the.
funny.
What about now?
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like
Damn,
I'm
that's crazy.
fine with
Oh,
Wait,
yeah, I
you're
Buggy.
see
back,
y'all.
bro? I didn't even
Hey,
know that shit. It should been buffering though.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you see him, Zah?
Yeah, y'all.
I can see him. I
You
can
can't
see
see
him.
me?
Okay, good.
For
Okay,
sure.
yeah,
When
yeah.
I save it,
I
it's
thought you
Nah,
said
still,
it's
your
not
still
shit's
showing.
heavy
still
on there.
buffering.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
your
y'all
shit's
been
still
seeing me.
buffering, gang. I had
Oh,
no idea
damn.
you was
Nah,
back.
nah. We didn't even know
I
you
don't
was
even know
back.
how
That's
long
why.
you've been back.
Oh,
Yeah, I
damn.
Word.
did.
What about now?
Nope.
Nah, it's still loading. Just
Nope.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I see y'all.
Nah, y'all
I
should be
mean,
good.
we keep going.
But it'll
It
probably
don't
still
matter.
save
It's
my
up to y'all.
face, like when I
If you want to
download
restart
it.
it
'Cause
or whatever, it
my
don't
face on
matter.
here
But
right
it was
now,
just
for
letting you
me.
know you can't see. So
For sure. When I save it, it's just
For
still
sure.
have me on there.
cut your
But yeah, so how much y'all
I would say
think,
cut your
like,
camera
I
off
don't want
And
to
and
then
say
set it
turn it
back
power
back
up.
on.
scale it,
Yeah,
See
it
if
but
that
did.
like
works.
how much, I guess, percentage do you think we're about to see of
I
Emu
did.
like
I have to cut my
transmitted
camera
through
off too.
this
Okay.
body?
Nah, y'all should be
Nah,
good. But
Like
it'll
from a
probably still
puppet
save
or
my
like,
face, like when I download it, because it's my face on here right now for me,
and how much?
okay, bet.
for sure. But yeah, so how much y'all think? Like, I
Yeah,
don't want to say power scale it, but like how
and
much?
how much
I guess
percentage
percentage
of
do you
Emu's
think we're about to
power do you
see of
think can be transmitted
Emu
through Gunko?
like transmitted through this body, like full on puppet or like
Okay,
Full on
maybe.
puppet.
Okay,
Because
how much?
I think he
that's
sensed
about a good range.
Gunko kind of turning, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Nah, we can't have that. We can't
No,
have
that's
that."
facts.
how much percentage of
Gunko
Emu's
can
power
still.
do you think can be transmitted through Gunko?
I'll,
That
I'll
makes
say a
sense.
good 60-70%.
I think
Okay,
80. I think 80.
80. Okay,
Maybe 75. I'll meet Zah there with 75, but I say 80.
that's that's about a good range.
Because you don't talk shit the way you talk and only
Nah,
able to
yeah,
use
for
a little bit
sure.
of your
Nah,
body.
Mm-hmm.
If you
That's
do that,
facts.
then you
but
must think you're that strong.
because Gunko
No
can
Either
facts,
you
facts.
are
separate.
that
Yeah, I
strong
can
or
see
you
Gunko
full of shit.
fighting back
That makes
against
sense.
And
Emu,
you
slowing
really
him
can't really
down,
harm
and maybe
Gunko. She's
Brooke
still
will try to
immortal.
put her soul to
And
sleep.
now that
Interesting.
Gabon's been taken out, the one person that can harm her isn't there anymore. So he's gonna be talking
Emu's
major
gonna
shit
handle
right
this
now.
Yonko himself.
Nah, yeah,
I don't know. Maybe
for
talking about
sure.
Luffy.
Not mad at that. See, I can see Gunko fighting back against Emu, slowing him down, and maybe Brooke will try to put her soul to sleep.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Lil
Yeah, I can see
Valdoni.
that. That's a good eye, Blue. I can see that
Emu
happening.
Mm-hmm.
gonna handle this Yonko himself.
Which Yonko?
I don't know. Maybe he's talking about Luffy.
He wants no parts of Luffy right now. Emu's that person where he's already seen a glimpse of what Luffy can become with
Yeah,
the what.
it's good,
He's
Valdon.
gonna try. He's gonna try to avoid that shit.
See, that's why I've been wondering
What
what all
say that again?
like if you say God, okay, show you the power of God's domain and all
What
that
was the
stuff,
last like 2 seconds
how
of what
God
you just said?
rules. How exactly are you planning on doing this? And how much power? That's why I like your question.
Blue.
Kobe, how much power can be transmitted through the body completely? Because she's just a vessel.
Yep.
What did you say that again?
Good. What you say,
What
Coach?
was the last like 2 seconds? Of what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
I was base. Hold on real quick.
They ain't watch on film.
I think I think he'll avoid
Mm.
one-on-one contact battle with
You gonna hold
Luffy
this
for as
nigga now?
long as he can. I don't think people understand, like, especially the way I see the God Knights and like Gunko, they really don't know understand how crazy Luffy is. Like they're kind of
Mhm.
like, they're, but it's like, you know what?
They ain't
We
watch
rather avoid
no
this.
film.
Oh, triple.
Yeah, it's like
That's
we
cool.
understand it a
It
little
was. I
bit.
didn't hear him say anything though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
He a whole different nigga.
Yeah, that
Let me
motherfucker is like
see.
coming in,
What
turning
is
into
y'all?
a
Oh,
giant.
okay,
He
yeah,
turns
yeah.
into a giant, holding the nah,
Conan
we
got hyped
good,
because his
bro.
dad
Like,
pulled
yo,
up,
avoid it as
and he
best
had
as
to watch his
possible.
dad damn
For
near
sure.
die in front of him. That
Right.
was kind of wild.
For sure. Oh, triple F.
What do you think?
Well, it's tripping.
What do you think? Like this
It
next
was. I didn't
scene
hear him say anything though.
fully entails for
Let's see.
The
Gabar and his
Nigerian
like
brother trip.
because it looked like he just took a
Let me
crucial
see.
blow,
What
but
is
we all
y'all?
know he's
Oh,
going to get back
okay,
up
yeah.
at some point. So
Oh, he got hyped because his dad pulled up, and he had to watch his dad damn near die in front of him. That was kind of wild.
word. Okay, so that's
What do
the
you
play.
think? What do you think?
All
Like
right,
this
because I was
next
wondering
scene
like
fully entails
when he
for
told
Gaban
Colin
in
like
this
in his
fight,
thoughts, he was like,
because it
"Damn, I'm
looked like
sorry, Colin.
he just
This
took a
must have been
crucial
hard for
blow,
you."
but we all
Did
know he
y'all
about to
did
get
y'all
back
think
up
Yeah,
that
and
he'll
he
come
be
was
back.
low
okay.
key like
He'll be
going
okay.
down
He's gonna go down
on
to the
purpose because maybe
demon
this was the
realm.
only
He's
way
gonna
he
tell
could
Luffy and then what the fuck is
destroy
going
Gunko,
on, and
like
then
catch
he's
him
gonna
off
come
guard or
back with
something,
them. That's
for
Mm,
taking
I
the
can see
fake
that
hit.
word.
happening.
Okay, so that's the play.
Yeah.
All right, because I was wondering like when he told
Mm.
Colin like in his thoughts, he was like,
Damn.
"Damn, I'm sorry, Colin. This must have been hard for you." Did y'all think that he was low key like going down on purpose because maybe
Yeah,
this was the only way he could destroy Gunko or like catch him off guard or something and
for
taking the
sure,
fake hit?
for sure.
No, I don't think that. I think it's gonna be like, yo, I can't believe I landed down
Just talking
here.
about the
Mm,
Luffy, this
incident
shit's been
where
going
Colin basically
on,
sees his
that
dad
type of
damn.
stuff.
almost die in
Because
his
he's
eyes,
thinking like, yo,
what
I'm
that
about to
must have
fall
meant, the
out.
significance behind
But
it.
he's just worried about his son right now. He's not thinking about where he
Right.
landed and all that other shit. He's just happy that his son got saved.
But
For sure,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, because I was
So what's
shit.
going? What
Because I
else?
was rocking with all of like every
Just talking about the
strategically. I was
incident where
rocking with
Colin
everything
basically
Gunko was
sees his
doing, like how
dad
he was
almost
moving,
die in his eyes.
how he was attacking,
What
how he
that
was
must have
like
meant, the significance
things were
behind it.
happening around him, but he's
You
just thinking in his
gone.
head,
Right.
and he's not even like really
You
like
talking about when Colin
he's
saw him
assessing the
Facts.
fall?
situation, but he's not worrying
Oh,
about,
okay.
oh, this is happening, that's happening.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
do
Because
this first
I
because
was
he's moving quick. Then I
shit.
have to attack
Because
here
I
because
was
he can
rocking with
da da da
all
da.
like
And I'm
every
crunched for time, so I got to do this right now.
strategically.
So
I
like
was rocking with everything
he was
Gunko was
locked
doing,
in.
like how he was
So
moving,
right before he
how he
Mm-hmm.
even
was
like takes the
attacking,
hit
how he was
from
like
Gunko,
things were happening around him,
how
but
he was
he's
moving,
just
I was
thinking in
thinking,
his
oh,
head,
he's
and
about
he's
to
not
handle
even
this
like
shit.
really like
He knows exactly
like
what he
he's
needs to do
assessing the
and
situation,
how to
but
do
he's
it.
not worrying about,
He's
oh,
about to
this is
slice
happening, that's
Gunko
happening.
up
He's like,
next.
okay,
Like it's not
I'm gonna
even
have to
about
do
to
this
be
first
a
because
thought.
he's moving quick.
And
Then
then
I
it
have
just
to
kind of
attack
seemed like,
here
oh
because he
damn,
can da 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 da. And I'm crunched for time, so I
my
got to do this
son's in
right now.
danger, so
So like
y'all got it.
he was locked
I
in.
I surrender
So
in a sense.
right before he even like takes the hit from Gunko, how he was moving, I was thinking, oh,
Yeah, for sure.
he's about to handle this shit. He knows exactly what he needs to do and how to do it. He's about to slice Gunko up next. Like it's not even about to be a thought. And then it just
For
kind of seemed
sure.
like, oh damn, my son's in danger, so y'all got it. All right,
Yeah,
in a sense.
that was a real. Zaya said that in the beginning. That was the actual like real father moment for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
That was
Mihawk might
like
be
I like the
Rayleigh's
fact that
son.
we know he saw the One
Goodness.
Piece and he's
And
still
he
able to
still
say,
said, "My son is
"This
the
is the
real
real. This is the
treasure."
real
Yeah,
treasure."
Damn.
Like I was like, all right, that's what he got.
yeah.
Like fuck what Roger talking about.
Damn. That
This
Fuck
is
honestly
what
what it
could
Rayleigh
is.
work.
talking about too. Rayleigh just as bad as
Yeah, that
No,
could
I
work.
actually
That low key
don't
kind
know
of
because I
could.
actually have a theory that I'm one of those fans that think Mihawk might be Rayleigh's son. So I'm gonna wait and see where we end up with
That
that.
Mihawk
But
might be
I
Rayleigh's
actually
son.
think
Goodness.
Mihawk is Rayleigh and Shaki's kid.
God
That's how I
damn.
feel. I ain't gonna lie to you.
damn.
Right.
You think that? Oh, shit.
I definitely do.
Damn. That
I definitely
honestly
do.
could work.
Yeah, the age gap ain't that significant.
Yeah, that
The
could
age
work.
gap
That low key
significant
kind of
Hmm.
could.
because what's his name is older. What's it called? Mihawk is older.
Yeah, he was on
I
here
would say
earlier.
this. I would have to know Mihawk's actual age compared to
I just
Shocky's
want to
actual
invite.
age for me to put that theory for me
Tight.
to put that theory to bed. You know what I'm saying? What's it called?
Feel.
What's a good
I
trip?
think Trip was trying to get in.
Yeah, Trips trying to get in. My Nigerian brother Trips.
Hmm.
with the fucking Bluetooth and
Oh,
shit.
Oh, wait, he came on
God.
here.
Yeah, he
Wait,
was
he
on
came on
here,
here
but
crazy just now.
Yeah, he was
no,
on
no,
here
no. His
earlier.
headphones weren't working. His headphones weren't working. So,
I just sent him the invite.
Oh,
Feel it,
oh
I
no,
feel it.
he's sitting
not
there
with
with
that
that
attitude.
attitude. Okay, he trolling. He trolling. I
Yeah,
thought he came on
it's
here talking
solid
all
over here.
What's
crazy at
good,
first. I say, oh
Trip?
shit, what he on, man?
Just
I'm
talking about this
chilling, man. I don't
LeBron
know why
fight,
my
but
headphones won't log
was
in
loving the
with the
movie.
fucking Bluetooth. This shit
Let
get
me
on
send
my
this to
nerves.
Shelby.
I was just
Oh, tight.
trying to get my headphones right and shit acting weird. What's up with y'all gentlemen?
Feel it, I feel it.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, it's solid over here. Um,
Yeah,
Really
chilling.
just talking about this LeBron fight. Was loving the
Ooh,
movie.
impelled
oh,
down.
I did want to say something.
Mm,
Notice the name of
mm,
Summer's technique. He said Thorn, whatever.
mm.
The Crimson Look, the Crimson Hella. That's the I forgot the
That's
exact name, but
interesting.
that's the same name as the very same thorns, the blood looking thorns that we see in Impel Down.
Really?
It makes you think like, dang, did he help create that shit? Was he the one that orchestrated that floor? Like
Impelled
you never know.
down.
I, I
Mm,
It's
can
kind
believe
of
that.
crazy.
I mean, you
They're sadistic enough.
never mind.
The crimson lotus or crimson thorn or some
Okay.
shit like that.
They're sadistic
I
enough.
was,
I
I was, I
believe
was
it.
thinking about this other scene.
interesting.
Yeah, I saw
But
that.
I
I was
am,
like,
I
okay,
am really just.
interesting. Interesting,
It's
interesting.
no
Because
break next
you
week,
already
right?
know the 5 levels, hell, all
Let
this
me
other
see.
stuff. It just seems lorish to it. So I thought it was cool.
That means you.
To be continued. Okay, yeah, I don't think
Never
there's a
mind.
break. But no, going back to what you were saying
Wait, what
earlier,
you
I
say,
think you're right as
Coach?
far as like
I was thinking
it
about this
being
other
hand in
scene.
hand with how like the shit Gunko was
But I
talking
am
and like what her actual strength
I
is,
am really just.
and with the buff of Emu,
It's no break
I
next week,
think
right?
it's about to be crazy. Like I feel like
Actually, don't know. Can't
yeah,
remember. I
yeah,
don't
you
think
know,
so. I can't
This
remember
shit
though.
gonna get on my last fucking nerves. I can barely hear y'all right
you can hear us still.
Okay, yeah, I don't think there's a break. But no, going back to what you were saying earlier, I think you're right as far as like it being hand in hand with how like the shit Gunko was talking and like what her
Like
actual
I was just
strength
saying,
is,
I feel like
and with the
Gunko
buff
don't
of
turn the fuck
Emu,
up next chapter.
I
I
think
think
it's about to be crazy.
now.
it's
Like
about
I
to be
feel
like
like
Yeah,
Hey,
I
do
can
y'all
hear
hear
you.
me?
yeah, we
Yeah,
hear
we can hear you.
strength like over the peers that she pulled up with.
you can hear us still.
Barely. This shit went from speaker to headset. No, like this shit's straight on my
Yeah,
nerves.
for sure.
I'm listening to y'all.
Like I was just saying, I feel like Gunko gonna turn the fuck up next chapter. I think this is about to be like leaps and
I think you're
bounds
going in and out, Trip.
in strength, like over the peers that she pulled up with.
This motherfucking shit got me on headset mode and I'm holding the
I can
phone in
see
my
that.
ear.
Yeah,
I'm not
for sure.
concerned with the power showcase.
I do like the idea that Kezi spent out
That's a wrap.
about the Mihawk and Rayleigh thing though. I
I
think
think
that's the first
you
time I've
going
heard
in and out, Trip.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I can't be fucking going in and out, bro. Like this motherfucking shit got me
it.
on headset mode and I'm holding the phone in my
Oh,
ear.
okay,
I'm
yeah,
not
that's right.
going in and out.
I wasn't sure what was going on with the audio for a second.
No, I was good. I was just answering Goofy in
I do like the
the chat
idea that
because he's saying
Alright,
we
that's a
need
wrap.
that
about
chance
the Mihawk
and
and Rayleigh
Mihawk
thing though.
fade to end the
I
debate
think that's the
because
first time I've
everyone's
heard it.
saying Mihawk's a fraud, but he's saying Shane and my young dogs. I don't care about either of them. Like I need to
You hear me,
understand.
talk?
I hear
Oh,
you. Where they
okay,
stand
yeah, for
at
sure.
is I'm
I wasn't sure what was going on.
okay
What's up?
with it. No. I was good. I was just answering Goofy in the chat because he's saying we need that Shanks and Mihawk fade to end the debate because everyone's saying Mihawk's a
Wait, so your
fraud, but
ranking for
he's
them
saying
wouldn't
Shanks
change
and
if
my
they
young
fought?
dogs. I don't care about either of them. Like y'all need to understand where they stand at is I'm okay with it.
Hmm,
Who's interesting?
They ain't gonna move me. They not gonna my opinion of them is not
Now
gonna change
people who
even if
don't
they fight.
fight.
I told Nika the same thing about Dragon. Dragon can do
Not
whatever he
people who
want.
don't
I'll be
Wait,
like,
so
yo,
your
that's
ranking
cool.
for them
That's
wouldn't
funny.
change if they fought?
Yeah, my ranking for them will always say the same. They're not interesting to me.
Who's interesting?
not people who
That's
don't
totally
fight and
understand.
who have either given up on their shit. I don't care about you, bro. Like, cool.
Not people who don't.
Oh, boy.
Funny.
Like,
So
Dragon
sad.
gonna be like this. Yo, I care about my son, and then he gonna turn east. Nigga, stop turning east. Go do something. Nah,
And his son gonna understand because he from the East too.
Luffy don't
He
care
probably
about that nigga.
Luffy probably gonna turn East too. I'm be honest with you.
Yo, Luffy start turning east. I'll never fuck with Luffy again. Luffy start turning east. I was like, nigga, don't do that shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Dragon gives the command. Yo, we
You
going after
say
the Holy
that
Land.
until watch this. Look, you say that until Robin or Nami come and say, listen. Every
Mhm.
time you're fishing or you do
Yeah, he don't play
anything
about the
on the
East.
ship, you always do it on the east side of the ship. You're
Stop.
gonna be like you be tight.
Stop.
You be tight.
I'm
You
not
be
Oh,
tight.
that's
I'm
facts.
telling you, you
No.
be mad as shit.
Stop. Don't do that.
That's
Don't
facts.
wish that evil on me. Don't put that evil
I'm
on me.
saying.
Like, bro, get the
Remember,
fuck out of here,
remember
man.
Luffy in Strong World. He's ready to risk it all for the East. Like, he's like, yo, we
That's
go back
that.
at the East side of this.
I understand that.
Stop playing, bro.
Oh my
Stop
Yeah, he
god.
don't
playing.
play about the East.
I'm telling you. You see how they treat the North in Game of Thrones?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Listen,
East
facts.
side?
One Piece is East side, bro. I'm telling you.
He'd be like, yeah. Stop turning east. I can't stand this nigga, bro. I can't stand this nigga Dragon, bro. I, I think that's why him and Akinu don't talk anymore. Akinu was like, yo, fuck the east. Nah, we don't do that over here. This nigga turn east again.
Talk to him. Talk about it.
Mm-mm-mm. I
Dragon probably told,
Hey,
I mean, Sasuke probably say, yo, Dragon, we got orders to head out south. He said, if it ain't east, I ain't moving.
I'm not moving, and then turns east.
Then this nigga
Akinu was like,
um,
Sasuke start talking about justice, absolute justice. He's like, listen,
but
I'm absolutely
more
not moving if
Goofy
it's not in the
says,
fucking
talk
east.
to him. Talk
Nigga, I
like,
tell
bro,
you.
do you just sit there and look at the east? Yes. All right, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Let's move on. Get the fuck out of
Which
the
blue
marine.
is this nigga from? Is he from the South Blue? Sakazuki?
Mm, I don't even know. Have they ever
I
said it?
can't even remember.
um,
No, they released it. They all the blue where he's from is that information is available.
but it's more Goofy
I'd have to
said.
I'd have to wait till I get off and then go look for it. But
No,
I
I'm
think
asking Blue, or
oh,
Goofy.
wait,
I know
Goofy said Blackbeard
hear
doing
us.
crazy things right
Blue
now.
would know.
Needs more
Blue would
screen
know for
time.
sure.
Where's
If it's something I
Akin
don't
I
know,
from?
Blue
second
would
that.
know for sure. But it's Blue. I would Blue ain't saying
Sure.
nothing in the last few minutes.
Mm,
Admiral's,
yeah, no, he's still in. He's still
and
in.
Trip, you good if you still watching, bro. We know how the difficulties be. I
Absolutely.
think I just read an old comment. Never mind. Fuck it.
That boy
Yeah, he's out.
Goofy said Blackbeard doing crazy things right now. Needs more screen time. I second that
Facts.
That's funny.
for sure.
Facts.
Yeah. Think
Facts.
he's from the South.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
he's
yeah,
from
for
South
sure.
Blue. Okay.
For sure.
See, I had a feeling. I
Um,
had a motherfucking
so
feeling.
next chapter,
Yeah,
where
from
does this
South
leave
Blue.
Robin?
Yeah,
Robin isn't fighting anybody
yeah,
If
he's
he
anymore,
was
a
right?
if he was from the
Because
West Blue, I'd have said, yeah, they
what's his name
definitely
took
got
over the
something
fight?
beef. But never mind. Oda wasn't cooking. Oda was cooking. He ain't want to cook that hard.
Okay, yeah.
He
That's
ain't had them
funny.
just
Oh, you feel like
opposing
you're
each other.
good? You've seen enough from her for now?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I think he's from the South Blue. Okay, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Um, so next chapter, where does this leave Robin? Robin isn't fighting anybody anymore, right? Because
I was
what's his
then
name
about
took over
to cut
the
it
fight.
after the next question.
Yeah,
Well, I'd like
I was
to.
not fighting anybody.
Okay.
I don't really want
Uh,
to keep fighting.
Oh, you feel like you're good?
hour
You've seen
and some
enough from him?
change. I had to wake up pretty early
yeah.
tomorrow.
Yo, check your request, Coach. Trip said he
Tight.
had 3 more.
Did he get his headphones settled?
He trying. He said he's trying. So shit.
I was then about to cut it after the next question.
There you go.
That's
Oh,
Yeah,
fine.
word?
let's just go a little bit
Wait,
longer.
how long we been on?
This shit
Almost an
been
hour. Almost an hour.
Hour
Okay.
and some change. I
Oh,
had to
they
wake up
about to
pretty
Okay.
they
early
about to
tomorrow.
cut us off. They about to cut us off soon.
Yeah,
No,
you guys just
not
had
with
work.
Coach page. They'll do that if it's my page. If I start the live, they'll do that. They ain't gonna do that to Coach.
Tight.
I think his Instagram is set up a bit differently than mine with the type of account he has.
There you go. Yeah, my shit go a little bit longer.
Yours should go at least between 2 and 4.
I don't know if y'all heard
Mine's is gonna
I don't
cut
know if
after
y'all
that
heard
one.
me.
If it doesn't cut after that one, I'd be
Um,
surprised. What was
yeah,
good, Trip?
Boys just had work.
Mm.
nothing. Um,
I felt that, Coach.
I don't know if y'all heard, but I was saying I don't. I'm more concerned with if Emu is gonna inhabit Gunko's body for the remainder of this arc, and
I think so.
If Gunko's plot will start to center around
Mm.
Brooke pulling her from the brink of
Mm.
that control that Emu has. Because I think more than learning how to damage these celestial dragons, it'll be learning how to sever their connection
To it.
of a control they have on the free people for real, for real. You know what I'm
I
saying? So
agree.
I'm imagining that Brooke's soul ability is going to
Mm.
have a distinct, like, microscopic focus on when it
Mm.
comes to Gunko. If that's really going to, if that little silhouette of a flashback is going to manifest into something bigger, I'm imagining that that's going to play a very strong, significant role. And Brooke will borderline have another Big Mom moment, you know what I'm saying,
Mm.
where he's actively effective against this person's
Mm.
ability. Not saying he's about to pull off the win
Mm.
or, achieve said mission, XYZ in a third, but we're about to learn something significant about dealing with Emo's powers via interaction with Brooke and Gunko.
Okay.
And
That's
shout
fine.
out
Yeah.
Chopper asking, and shout out Chopper asking the important questions.
That's facts.
Yeah, what you said, Trip. Blue had asked a question along those same lines. Like with what's it called? He was asking if we think Blue if Gunko's gonna stay in the body, and then if Emu's gonna stay in Gunko's body, and would it be that Brooke has to use the music to sever the
I can
connection?
see that
He
as well.
basically said the same thing. So you on timing? You on timing for sure. I think I agree with your thought and his. I think that's what's gonna be. Like Emu's here to show this whole domain of God, and then now that Brooke sees that this person is truly connected to him, he's not just, do I know this person? It's like, no, I know this person. Brooke's gonna do. He's gonna go above and beyond to help this person. That's what I think.
I can
And
And
see that as well.
probably have the same moment, like
Oda somehow,
crying to his crew member. I mean, crying to his captain, telling him
He's
he
pretty
wants to
good at
help this
that.
person.
and then
Maybe some shit like that.
and Oda somehow always, somehow, all fucking ways, is able to give you
Mm.
the sufferings of two children on separate sides of the fence.
Mm.
Always, he never fails. So
He's pretty good at that.
if the children of Elbab are supposed to represent one side of the fence, who is the child that's going to represent the other side of that fence?
It'll be
So
Gunko.
Mm.
child of war. You know what I'm
Yeah, it'll be
saying?
Gunko.
So
That's
I'm
exactly why I
very
said Gunko.
Mm.
Yep,
child of
Child
war.
of War.
So I'm very
Got a
interested to
couple.
see where
Mm.
this plays out. Also, I just want to let the community get a heads up
Mm.
on this. Oda is not even really in his bag. I believe he's looking for the bag to pick up. If
Mm.
this was the analogy we're using, like, he is getting ready for his day. He's deciding on the bag to even walk outside with. He
Mm.
ain't got into the bag yet
Yeah, he got a couple.
because he don't do that till after a flashback, and we ain't
Yeah.
got it yet.
For sure.
Yeah.
We ain't got it yet. Gentlemen, we ain't
We've
got
got
it yet.
we've gotten rough rat flashbacks
For
with
sure.
like borderline the Loki shit and Hadroot and shit, but nothing really like centered. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
I agree. I don't think he's in his
we
bag
getting the
yet.
teasers. We getting the teasers. This is just like, when we're in Wano, we getting
Mm.
the subtle teasers of a flashback, and then before you know it, we
Chips
5
City.
chapters into a flashback. Same thing with Egghead. Subtle flashbacks of this person's memory, that person's thoughts and shit. Then
For sure.
6 chapters of Kuma. We've Oda has started to, like, he's definitely feeling Louis over Gooch today. So he
Rock
just
probably
ain't
mad.
decided the Lou bag to pick up. But
Mm-hmm.
boy, oh boy,
Mm-hmm.
boy, oh boy,
He irritated.
It's tricky.
there's trouble. It's gonna be troublesome. I'm just saying, like that King Harold flashback, because it's gonna tie into Loki Hydra. It's gonna tie into, like, we'll
We might get more Rock in that. Rock's probably
I'm
making
saying
cameo.
if Harold met Raj,
Mm.
Yeah, or Rock.
if
Mm.
he
Rock.
fuck around was alive
Mm.
during Joy
Yeah.
Boy's time, for all we
True.
fucking know.
How
You
did
know
Um.
what I'm saying?
how did Harold feel about Big Mom? You
He
know.
fuck around and met Joy Boy when he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this that King Harold flashback is going to be very, it's gonna be heavy to One Piece. Bro was probably there when they drew the mural.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
That's true.
Possibly, or he has direct ancestors to people that know him and shit. Because I forgot how the Giants' age worked because we go back 800 years ago. So I don't know if he would have been alive. I don't know if he'd been alive back then, all the way 800 years. But if you were to tell me that he heard stories from his, like how Riper heard stories from the village chief about Cobra, I wouldn't be surprised if there was like what's it called? Harold. Harold had stuff going
I
from
think
his
the owl is a
he
victim.
was hearing about stuff from his father and whatever, like his own father and stuff like that.
Also, how do we feel about the owl? Do we think the owl is about to, stop this fire, play a significant role in saving what's being burnt, or is this motherfucker another casualty needs to be saved?
I think the owl is a victim.
Damn.
Yeah, they didn't show the owl. That's something I looked at. I noticed they didn't show the owl at all. Something's up with that. They didn't show the owl at all in them burning that library. The owl's not even there, and the owl should be front line and center. So is the owl doing something? Like, cause I do know owl has intelligence, like good intelligence. So I wonder what the owl's
For
actually
sure.
doing. Maybe the owl's Maybe the owl this whole time has been keeping backup files and everything. So if we burn this down, the owl comes back and tell back
Is
when, like,
the
oh,
owl is
we still got.
the owl is confirmed the devil fruit user, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It makes the books bigger and smaller and all that other
because
shit.
the owl wears fucking glasses, bifocal.
Was predicated around what her. I believe it makes anything within its domain bigger.
Yeah.
So books
They made it seem like it's only books. They haven't actually disclosed that.
Yeah, I think it's interest. So I believe it's you know how any book that enters its domain, like you know how sugar has the hobby fruit becomes something else. What if it's made and it more so was predicated around what her hobby was, which was toys. You know what I'm saying? So it was just say this owl would not only be books, it enlarges. Its main interest is books. So therefore, any book that enters its domain becomes enlarged. But what if its main interest becomes something else? What if its main, what if what if the ability is predicated on its interest?
No, I think Trip
You
is
know what I'm
spitting.
saying? So
That's a good point.
it was just a thought process that would allow it not only be books, it enlarges. So there could come a time where it's enlarging other things.
For sure.
I've heard theories around the hammer, Ragnar.
So cool. No, I think Trip is spitting. I think that's a good point.
Me too. No, me too. Because I've heard, like I said, I heard people saying if we want Usopp to ever hold that hammer, Loki gotta go check out a couple books. He go in there type shit. Hammer shrink. Usopp, but it would only stay small if in that domain.
I think for me
that part doesn't fully work, but it's definitely still something I want to see if it's gonna be more. Especially with the books and the information.
For me, I think my last quote.
Because what if it has personal interest?
Well, not even quote, but thought of the day is I liked what I seen from Robin.
I think
in the field.
for me,
remember
really
all
did.
history, but the main points of Elbaf's history is recorded with the owl.
Fact.
I can see
few hands
like that
decently.
working out.
Against an uphill opponent.
For me,
it wasn't bad.
I think
personally,
my last
I would want to see
quote
Robin in her demon form fighting up against
the day is
Holy Knights. Like I feel like
I like
at one point, even for a little bit, I got to see you in your strongest form against these strong opponents.
Gumption, and I think she threw a few hands decently against a uphill opponent. So it wasn't bad. But personally, I would want to see Robin in her demon form fighting up against Holy Knights. Like, I feel like at one point
I wanted to be somebody she can beat though. I don't think she can beat them though.
Strongest form is these strong opponents.
I think Oda gonna say save that for her next real one he won. Because I knew somebody was gonna interrupt this one, and she wasn't gonna fight it herself full on. So I think she was gonna go in Demonia's Flora. But if she had went Demonia's Flora, I would want that to have been against Gunko. I'll say
It's
that much.
gonna,
If she
it's
had fought
gonna, it's
Gunko right
gonna
now,
happen, man.
So I don't think
It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna
I don't
happen
know.
because
What's gonna happen?
I believe Emu is going to send more forces. So this is the way for one champ we get champ back, and we actually get more disposition on the Holy Knights and their abilities and how to deal with them, XYZ in the third. So I believe they finna send more forces. I believe that's what Emu is finna do. And
I think
Robin
that's
is
a little
gonna get
iffy,
her
Trip.
I believe Robin is gonna get her chance. You know what I'm saying?
I
To
think that's a little
demolish
iffy,
her.
Trip, only because Emu showed up saying that they're taking too long and that they want the military power to be back where it needs to be because the Holy Alliance is burning. So I don't know if they could spare. I don't know if they. I don't know. I'm not saying. I'm not saying they can't. I don't know if Emu will spare the forces to go to Elbath now that the Holy One is under siege.
But remember, the point is to bring the giants to here. So it would be you'd be doing it to like, yeah, we're gonna lessen our forces right now on the front line, but that's because we're coming back with the riders of Hero. You know what I'm saying? So like, they finna do this shit. That's all. I mean, that's what I think. That's what I see. So, but it's just a matter of how Emu decides to play it out. Because let's keep it a beam. We need more people, and especially if Emu coming down like this, making that declaration is gonna make this be a God Valley 2.0, then we need more. Because I'm gonna be real with you, I'm not worried right now. I'm not like the Holy Knights do not worry me because the moment them niggas come from that underworld, it's GG's for y'all. Yeah, I hope y'all get more people by that time. I hope you do. You feel me? Sanji gonna be pissed because you're making the women cry. Zoro gonna be itching for blood because he need to cut him something.
What's good,
And
Reed?
then, Luffy gonna do some Luffy shit. And Loki already told y'all niggas what he on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Chopper just fell to the underworld, so I'm guessing Chopper.
he may not fall all the way down there. Like,
I think
let's
he's
all
falling
remember
down
that's a
there.
long fall.
Yeah,
That's a long fall.
I think he's falling
He may
down
not
there.
fall all the way down there.
Tight.
But nevertheless, he's falling. He's out the
good, Reed.
picture. My point is, I'm not worried about the guys. I'm not worried about Holy Knights because I know the gentlemen that are in the underworld that moment they make their appearance, bro, like, yeah, it's GG's, man.
GG.
Like, what is Killingham gonna do with Zoro? I promise you, I won't pull nothing out of his dreams. I promise you that.
Tight.
Summers done fucked up talking this twisted version of love shit. Like, you gonna have a long day with Sanji. And Gunko already told us what her greatest fear is. Like, those are some,
Back to the point from earlier, though. I think Chopper diving down there to go after Scopper Gabon from falling. Two things. One, we get Chopper around Loki. Loki's not, we could say fatally injured or mortally injured, but he's injured bad to where he's absolutely not going to be recovering for months. We need Chopper to take a look at him. Respect to Gerd, she did her thing, but we need Chopper to take a look at. We need Chopper to take a look at. You know what I'm saying? We need Chopper to definitely take a look at Loki, and then if they do fall, it is a long fall, but I do feel there's ways to. Scopper is not completely useless. Chopper is diving after him. He does have the guard point where, he turns a big fluff ball. Maybe that could be useful on the range point. And then we got, just in case Luffy senses them or anything, you always got Gun Balloon. So it's like there's a few plot pieces that could make this
That's
fit.
clutch, though.
Because I remember when Ranja, the girl Ranja or whatever, she was about to fall over. My first thing was, she gonna fall. Sanji gonna hear her falling and catch that little girl. And he gonna stop his ass right over there and catch that little girl. That's not that. I was thinking that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad they didn't do that because it felt like a bit too obvious of a thing to do. But at the same time, like, I could see somebody fall into the underworld and then we help them out with that because that's kind of what happened to him and the people that he was with at first. They fell into the underworld.
so this is my thing about people just falling to the underworld. I would. I think it would be more strategic for the story flow if instead of falling all the way down to the underworld, he falls to where Ripley and Shockey is. I said Ripley and Shockey. Oh my goodness, I'm tripping
Yeah, I'm
thinking
like,
about
wait,
women.
what?
It falls to where Ripley is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Falls to where his wife is. And
But
Chopper
then,
links back with
No, he
Frankie and
didn't.
all
Wait,
that good jazz. You know what I'm saying? And Frankie, and because Frankie's not with the Straw Hats right now, if I'm not mistaken. So that way we still get all those Straw Hats put together with our main monster trio not in the picture right now, and we actually get some, crew, a crew standoff where, yeah, we're gonna hold the line till Luffy and them come up here, and oh boy, when them niggas get up here, y'all in trouble. You know what I'm
no, that's
saying?
no, that's cool. It's the part that get me got me that I wanted to rebuttal on you for was the Ripley thing. He was just with Ripley. He came from the opposite direction, so he traveled via on. He traveled. He was already on the same floor as them when he left. And Ripley sent him after Colin. Ripley told him to go save Colin. That's our son. Go save him. He was
Right,
already kind of. He
he
was
went
already in
up.
that same realm.
He went up. Remember, if you watch, if you pay attention to how it was drawn in the trajectory of his path, he went upward to where they were.
Yeah, but even if that's what I'm saying, even if it was upward, he came from the opposite direction of where they were. You can see that from when Chopper licks his summers. Because remember, he comes across the land, slices him, and he sends a long distance slash and slices him, coming from a distance. So he does come up. You're right, but up from the opposite end where they just fell. He's going to be falling to a different location. So maybe he might not be in the underworld. Maybe he might not fall directly to the underworld, but he could be falling to just a deeper part of the sun realm where they already at.
That's more so what I was getting at. Just him. I think Chopper would like catch him before they fall that
That's
far
what I'm really
down
waiting
and
on.
like land on a lesser
I mean, I
branch or
actually already.
something, but not completely make it all the way to the
I think
underworld.
I
Because I
just
think
checked.
it's very
There is no break
imperative
next week.
that
Thank God.
we get
Reed, I don't know if
Loki's
you're still in
side
here or
of
not.
the flashback story
Oh, you are lit. I'm gonna try to
before
hop on your page tomorrow. I feel like tomorrow is
Luffy and
Monday.
them find out what's going on up top.
Try to hop on
That's
tomorrow.
what I'm
Maybe even react to this
spring the
episode.
action already.
I hear you might be
But
doing that soon. So
I
maybe
think
keep something
I
out
just
with you.
checked. There is no break next week.
Appreciate everybody that
Thank
was in the
God.
chat with us this whole time.
Reed,
This
I don't
is
know if you're
a
still in here or
pretty
not.
decent live. We got 5, 6
Or you
people
are
in the
lit.
chat the majority of the
Well, I'm
time.
gonna try to
Appreciate
hop
y'all
on your
checking us
page
out. Like I said, we
tomorrow. I
will
think
be
tomorrow's Monday.
trying to tap
yep,
in with Reed tomorrow on
Memorial Day.
Twitch at the Straw Hat Podcast.
Tomorrow, maybe
Please
even
tune
react
in
to
with
this
us. Till next time,
episode.
peace.
Because I hear you might be doing that soon. So maybe
Sir.
maybe peep something out with you. Appreciate everybody that was in the chat with us this whole time. This is a pretty decent live. We got 5, 6 people in the chat the majority of the time. Appreciate y'all checking us out. Like I said, we will be trying to tap in with Reed tomorrow. Straw Hat